Hello everyone, and welcome to the final episode of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Today we're going to be doing the last 8 heroic challenges, and I'll show off the final major secret you can get in this game. So first of all, we're going to swap over to the first Skylander for heroic challenges for this episode, Camo! Camo is a Skylander I really like gameplay-wise. His projectiles are fun, his firecracker ability is insane, and his watermelons are really fun to utilize as well.
Back for more training, eh? Well, step right up then.
Alright, let's do this. So, Camo's heroic challenge will be... It's going to take a moment to scroll over. Flip the script. Here's the right path to find the Log of Nort.
This one has caused many great heroes some sleepless nights. All you have to do is lower the gates that guard the Log of Nort and recover it in time. But you have to do them in the right order, and the order isn't always the same, and the place is filled with enemies. Good luck.
3, 2, 1.
Not gonna lie, her deadpan, fast delivery of that was actually pretty funny. Anyway, so this level is gonna be pretty interesting, especially since we gotta deal with some zombies. Thankfully, Camo Sunblasts can, I think, kind of hurt them a little bit. I don't know, honestly. It looks like they can, but at least he hurts them a bit. Anyway, Camo! I think I just literally made a small description of him, but this guy's firepower is insane. Okay, we're in the right direction so far. That's good to know. So now I believe I need to go over here. Please, fingers crossed. I think it just took me to the wrong one. Crud. That's fine, because Camo has one of the faster walk speeds in this game. Or walking speeds in this game, so... Yeah, he's not... So yeah, don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, Camo's got a lot of destructive firepower and everything, and I absolutely love using this guy. Legit, ever since I used him in Giants, whenever I ended up picking him up one day at the at Toys R Us, I believe that's where I got him. I had a lot of fun using him. Okay, yeah, we definitely went the wrong way, but thankfully, this is the right one. And won't have me reset everything, so that's good. So let's get past some of these zombies, which I can't destroy, which makes me really think that this level would be better off with a fire Skylander than Camo, who can't really hurt these things outside of detaching their limbs. I mean, there are bombs lying around, but come on. I mean, if they gave this one to a Rupture, then he would have had a lot more fun. Anyway, let's go press this button.
You lower the gate.
Alright. Now we just need to go back to that other teleporter. So this one. And we should be able to press the final button. Oh, the enemies respawn. Huh. Never realized that, and I don't know if these are the same enemies either. Okay, why didn't the firecrackers work? There we go, finally. Yeah, that's a weird thing. Camo in this game can be a little awkward at times because sometimes the firecrackers just won't work for whatever reason. But hey, they're working now, so that's good.
1 minute remaining.
Okay, we can press that.
You lower the gate.
That's a lot of enemies, good lord. So let's go over here and defeat all of these guys and grab the Log of Nort.
Excellent job.
Sweet, we're all done with that.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Okay, Callie. Let's move on to the next challenge. We're going to be using our final life element Skylander, Zook. Zook is actually a pretty cool one. He's one of the few Skylanders in this game that actually has an actual weapon with his bazooka. What the crud is that in the background? Anyway, let's do this challenge. I don't want to hear whatever the heck that was.
Can you believe it? Thieves have stolen a famous collection of jewel hearts made of gold, diamonds, and golden diamonds. Please track down and catch each one of these little creeps so we can return the hearts to their rightful owner.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's do this thing. So Zook, he has a bazooka, which, if you hold down A, you will be able to... Well, at least he's down. So we can actually get the heart. But Zook, he has a bazooka that can do a lot of damage. And if you hold down the A button, the blast will go a little further. On top of that, it has little thorns that pop out. Okay, we got the first heart. So there's a next Habanero. Or Rabanero, so let's go over there. On top of that, he has mortars and everything, with pineapple mortars, which are, again, a lot of fun to utilize. And he even has a little mushroom shield that can be really helpful to get him some necessary, like, because those things can take a hit for him. Of course, he shut the gate. Alright, let's just take care of all these Dro and then go after him. Got him. Sweet. Got the second heart. Yeah, I quite like Zook. I don't know if he's as good as... I don't know if he's better or not better than Camo, but he's still a really solid Skylander. And you really can't go wrong with using him. Though he can suffer a little bit in close range, I will say that. Because if enemies getting too close, he will start to suffer. But thankfully, that wasn't the case here, so, yeah. Where is he? Okay. What? What the heck was that? I really don't get it. Oh, wait, I think that enemy was supposed to spawn. Oh, I hope I didn't glitch this. I really hope I didn't glitch this whole thing, because what was supposed to happen is an enemy was supposed to probably spawn in there, but there's still another, like, Rabanero active, so... Hopefully I didn't glitch things. I'm really hoping I didn't.
One more.
Okay, we got that. Okay, cool. That's where that last one's supposed to be. So, let's go take care of all these Dro, which, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of refreshing to fight some of the Dro. I don't know, they show up for a little bit, get annihilated when you fight them and throughout the air source one, then they just back out for a while until the life source, but even then, at that point, they can still get annihilated. Anyway, let's launch a mortar at these guys and see what happens. Okay, good amount of damage. Alright, anyway, let's just keep spamming our attack at this witch, and there we go. Okay. Well, now we can finally get this last jewel, and we will be... Oh, crud, are you kidding me? I heard the dude. Okay, gonna get you. Oh, did he just spawn in like he's invisible or something? That's bizarre. That's a weird glitch that happened. Okay, this is gonna be one of those guys. Let's just use a pineapple mortar and see what happens. Nope, that did not split into 3 as I was hoping it would. Alright, get out of here, please die. Thank you, we're done.
Complete.
That was a little annoying. That was a little annoying. At least we're done. Oh, we got 5 extra critical hit points. Nice.
Way to go! You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Thank you, Callie. Let's move on to the next one. We're going to be using Flame Slinger.
Ready, aim, fire!
Let's do this. Alright, so Flame Slinger's challenge should be over here. There it is. Use bombs to find 25 magic charms.
The Dro maintain no one can navigate through their fortress and recover 25 magic charms in less than an hour. I told them you could do it in minutes. They've got all kinds of walls blocking off your routes, but nothing a little bomb can't take care of.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so this one is going to be a little interesting here. So Flame Slinger, he's one of the few Skylanders in the series that actually has a bow. And on top of that, he can have some absurd reach. Like, he is debatably the best of the Fire Skylanders in this game, and I will wholeheartedly agree there. Like, even though I love Eruptor and everything, I think Flame Slinger is just a bit better than him. But good lord. Yeah, Flame Slinger is a really, really good Skylander. And he got even better in, Giants whenever he got his Wow Pow ability. Anyway, let's go through here. We got another bomb, which is very nice. So we can go down here. Destroy that. We need another bomb. Yeah, Flame Slinger's like Fire Dash is also pretty good. It is much better whenever you go for his bottom path and everything, but personally, I like his top path a bit more just because his arrows are like, they're his selling point and everything. They're what make him so good. So of course you're gonna want to use his arrows instead. That's just my general thought there. Okay, let's go down here. Bomb this wall. What? That was weird. Okay. I don't know why I had such a delayed reaction there. And again, my luck with bombs in this game has always been shaky at best. Okay, there's another wall right there that I can't reach, but I did get a magic charm, and it looks like there's a lot of charms in this level, so I should be done in a little bit. Okay, so let's see. If we grab this bomb right here, we can go down this bounce pad. Destroy this. Very nice. Okay, now we can get rid of all of these guys. Grab this bomb right here. I think we can literally just... Yeah, we can just throw it down there. That's nice. Take this teleporter. Oh, wow, it just gives me another bomb. Sweet. I can press this switch and grab those final charms, and we'll be done with this level. That went really well. Right, I forgot to show Flame Slinger Z move. It's just an arrow volley. It's pretty good as well. But there we go.
Way to go! You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Alright, next heroic challenge, let's go! And now we're going to be using everyone's favorite troll, Boomer. Gosh, I love that name. And I'm trying to remember what Boomer's challenge was. Let's see. Okay, Operation Sheep Freedom. Rescue all the sheep from their troll captors.
Would you believe it? Trolls have captured all the sheep in this region and locked them up in pens. Trolls are such jerks. But that's all the more reason for you to take them out and lead each of these sheep to freedom. Do this as quickly as you can. Those poor sheep are hungry.
3, 2, 1.
Does that mean you hate Boomer, Callie? Because Boomer's also a troll. But Boomer's actually pretty interesting. He has this dynamite throw attack, which is... Oh, wow. That was easy for that pen. Boomer's got his dynamite throw attack, which does a lot of damage, which has actually an insane amount of range. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I meant to correct myself there. But it's like sheer like impact and everything is really, really good. Like, good lord. Okay, destroy another sheep pen. That's nice. Let's just go over here. Yeah, this level you can be very, very destructive, to say the least.
Sheep rescue.
No way, that worked? I did that as a joke. I didn't expect that to actually work. Dang.
Halfway there.
Yeah, so Boomer's kind of a force of nature. He does have a ground pound attack as well, where he does have an attack where he hits the ground and everything, so that's also a nice ability, but you're mostly using him for the dynamite throw. He can also leave bombs behind him as well, like Bomberman, which that's also a nice ability. Again, Boomer's got a lot of cool stuff. Again, I don't think he's as good as Trigger Happy or Drobot, but he's still a solid pick. Okay, where do I have to go? Because it's been so long since I don't think I've actually ever done this challenge before. I think this is one of the ones that's not even available in Giants. Okay, let's go down here. Defeat all of these guys, destroy this pen over here. Very nice. And now we can just keep throwing the dynamite at these guys. The destruction Boomer has is so ridiculous. I love it. Okay, get rid of this.
You've almost made it.
It's unfortunate knowing that he did kind of fall off in later games, especially since I believe they reduced how fast he can throw his bombs, which that is very unfortunate that happened to Boomer, but oh well. At least it's fun in this game. And there we go, we're all done. Right? No, wait, that was only 6. Okay, now I need to lead them to freedom. Okay, hopefully the battle gates have closed because that's rough. Come on, sheep. Make your way to freedom. Please tell me I just need one of y'all to make it.
Heroic challenge.
Yes, I did it.
Excellent job.
Hooray, Boomer won. It's also funny knowing Boomer's the only Skylander that's a troll. This is a fun little fact there.
Wow! Didn't think you had it in ya. But you took this challenge on and really tore it up. Enjoy the extra power.
Alright, so now we're gonna go to everyone's favorite Gill man, Gill Grunt!
Locked and loaded!
Alright, let's do this thing. Because Gill Grunt is always gonna be a solid Skylander no matter what game you're playing. So let's go to Jailbreak, rescue 6 Mabu from the Cyclops Islands. This might be a reference to Oil Spill Island.
Ah, nuts. The Cyclopses have kidnapped several Mabu townsfolk, right after they promised not to do that anymore. It's up to you to rescue the Mabu from their cages, and quick. It won't be long before those Cyclopses get hungry.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so Gill Grunt
The key.
is a very solid Skylander. His harpoons can do a lot of damage and can pierce through enemies whenever you get if you go for the top path. I think he just gets that in general, I can't remember. He's got his water hose in order to, for an additional attack, and he's got his nice water jetpack, which is very, very helpful for, going around, like, for, speed and everything for him. It's unfortunate knowing... There we go, we got rid of that guy. I'm trying to think what I was going to say, though. It is unfortunate that his jetpack does have a little bit of a timer to it, but then again, jetpack also has that situation, but jetpack can at least refill his air meter. Anyway, while Gill Grunt still has to wait for it. But aside from that little drawback, though, Gill Grunt is still a very solid Skylander and is one of the debatably the best of the Skylanders from the starter pack. I'm not entirely sure, though. Okay, so the key might be over here. Yep, there's the key. So how do I get it? Oh, literally just by pushing these turtles. There we go. Got it. So now we can just go over here. Free this Mabu.
You're halfway there.
I swear something's up with my Z button for my nunchuck, because I don't know why. Every time I press Z, he just eventually runs. It's like he's running out early or something like that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think I just need to press down on the Z button a little harder. That worked. Anyway, it looks like we need to find another key for this Mabu, which shouldn't be too bad. Okay, it's probably going to be up here. Okay, let's get rid of all these Cyclopses, because they really don't stand much of a chance against Gill Grunt. It's kind of wild. Okay, so let's move this right here. Is there another key over here at all? No. Okay, let's be a little careful. I don't know why I'm saying careful. There we go, got that. And now we can go all the way up here in order to free this Mabu. And now we have 2 more to go. Shouldn't be too bad. Go down here. Ah, I was hoping I could land on the turtles. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, I might have to push. Yeah, I gotta push this one over here. And then diagonally move over here. Very nice. Free this Mabu.
You've almost made it.
Okay, so we only have the one that was back over there left. So where is the key for that one? We couldn't find it anywhere over there. Maybe it's in a barrel, but the game hasn't really... I don't know. Never really said it would be in a barrel over there. Who knows? Maybe it is. Let's just start breaking stuff and hope that it reveals like a teleporter or something.
You have revealed a key.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's just grab the key, and we are done with Gill Grunt's challenge. Let's go.
Excellent job.
And we got 3 extra armor. Nice.
Wow! Didn't think you had it in ya. But you took this challenge on and really tore it up. Enjoy the extra power.
Alright, so on to the next heroic challenge with none other than Drill Sergent. Okay, well, he is technically the worst of the tech elements in this game. I still love using him, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, let's go over to his challenge, which will be environmentally unfriendly. Bust 7 of the trolls' pipes.
Typical trolls. They're stealing oil from the land without a permit. Bust up their pipes and put an end to this shady business. Oh, and be on the lookout for mini knights. They're guarding keys you'll need.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, so that's what they're called, mini knights. Got it. So yeah, Drill Sergeant has his major drill attack, which can cover a good amount of range and has decent damage to it. Nothing insane or anything like that. Plus, he has his rocket attacks. But unfortunately, his rockets take a while to refill, to recharge. Which there are ways, like, because there are upgrades that fix that for him. But honestly, you want to focus on his major, like on his drill attack, because this is actually really, really destructive. And okay, there are mines over there. And he can cover a lot of ground really fast. Again, I like Drill Sergeant. He was also one of the first Skylanders I actually ever got. It was shortly after I ended up... It's whenever I went to Toys R Us, like sometime after Christmas. And we ended up getting the Wii version of Giants, because I initially had the 3DS version, but my parents also got the Wii version of the game for us later. And then, I ended up picking up 3 Skylanders that day. Alongside getting the starter pack being, Drill Sergeant, Double Trouble, and Light Core Eruptor. And honestly, those 3 were very fun for me to use. I absolutely loved using them throughout my throughout that first playthrough of Giants. Though it's more so I used Eruptor a lot, and I didn't necessarily... I eventually would use Drill Sergeant Double Trouble, but I definitely didn't think much of them at first. But eventually I was just like, oh wait, these guys are actually really fun. Especially whenever I finally got around to upgrading them. Because mostly during my first playthrough of Giants, I was... of the Wii version of Giants and everything, I mostly just used, I believe, Eruptor, Chop Chop, and Tree Rex. Those were the 3 I used throughout the entire game. Do I have any regrets? No, they were fun. And those 3 were fun to use throughout the whole game. I believe I did use Cinder and Whirlwind every now and then too, but... Oh! Wow, we're done. Really? That happened to Drill Sergeant too? That happened to Voodoo in the other episode too. What the crud? Oh well, we're done.
Way to go! You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Alright, so we got 2 more Skylanders to go, so let's go swap over from Drill Sergeant to Slam Bam. Alright, let's do this. And scroll all the way over here, good lord. Do his challenge, Chemical Cleanup. Score points by destroying barrels of the right color.
Ugh, this place is filled with toxic chemicals. You'll need to get rid of all the hazardous materials, but you can only destroy barrels when you're covered in their own toxic slime. I know, it's complicated. Anyway, take out the big barrels to change slime types, and then nail all the little barrels of that same color. Then you should be fine, provided you take a long shower when it's all over.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we got a blue barrel, so we'll just turn blue first. And oh, okay, so there's a green barrel too. Now we can destroy all of these. Okay, we'll go green up here first, so that way we'll have to destroy all these green barrels. Okay, this isn't too bad. We got rid of all of those ones, so now we can change colors to yellow. But Slam Bam, I think I covered him a little bit in my Empire of Ice episode, but Slam Bam is a decent Skylander. His slide is pretty good. Yeah, his slide move is actually pretty good, especially whenever it's upgraded with its Soul Gem ability where it can last a little longer. And on top of that, he also has access to his freeze move, which is actually ridiculously good. Good lord. It actually feels like cheating sometimes because it does that, but okay, it doesn't work on barrels, but it works effective, like insanely well on enemies. It's one of those cases where I just need to show it off. But anyway, let's go up here and see if there's any green barrels over there. No. Okay, so we can just let's just go through this teleporter over here. Okay, more green barrels. This challenge is actually pretty interesting. Kind of makes me wish that there was a heroic challenge in Swap Force that was like this as well. Okay, we're just gonna... I should have stayed green for a little longer, but that's fine. Man, I wonder why they couldn't make you turn red. Oh well, guess I'll have to feel blue forever.
I got so red, I feel so blue.
Anyway, oh boy. Let's go swap over to yellow.
Color changed.
Okay, and destroy some of the barrels up here. It seems like they give you a lot of barrels to break, so that's nice. It's also funny given that, I'm trying to think that, Slam Bam is a Yeti and everything. Just breaking everything. Man! Oh, okay. Oh, there's the blue barrel. Okay, cool. And now if there was only like a massive ape Skylander that had these barrels. Why wasn't that an optional challenge in Superchargers, at least for the Wii U version of the game? Because, you know, you can play as Donkey Kong in that game. Why couldn't there have been like a remix of this heroic challenge? That would have been awesome. But anyway, we're basically done.
Challenge complete. Excellent job.
Sweet. I got an extra elemental flower. Nice.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Alright, so now we have one last heroic challenge to go. With none other than Zap. And he has a hat on, because why not? Zap. He's a nice Skylander. I really like him. Anyway, let's go to break the cats. Destroy the cat statues. Warning, this is tough.
Okay, I know this sounds totally crazy here, but ancient spirits have somehow managed to get trapped inside these creepy cat statues. You can free them by destroying each statue, but please don't break my vases. They have no spirits trapped inside them and are very expensive. So again, to summarize, break cats, not vases, and in only a few minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm gonna say this right now. It is actually impossible to go through this challenge without breaking a single vase. At least with Zap anyway, because this challenge is ridiculous. Because the enemies can hurt the vases. Anyone ever can hurt these stupid vases. Thankfully though, if we get like really close to them, it will work properly. But we're just gonna avoid the enemies as much as possible, because if we fight them, then yeah, we're gonna break vases, like so. So you gotta be really, really careful. But Zap, on the other hand, is actually a really good Skylander regardless of this stupid challenge. His slime ability is really fun, and not only does it help him go faster, it also means that he can, it also makes it so that he can actually lay out these, if he electrifies the slime, he will be able to do damage with it. Oh, come on, are you serious? Didn't mean to hit that, but oh well. Okay, let's go through. Oh wait, I missed a cat statue. Crud. Thank goodness Zap can just swim. But yeah, his slime attack is really good, and on top of that, this attack as well is also really good, especially since, if you go for his top path where it becomes electrified, which means it can just, electrify your slime trails. Zap is really good for these reasons. I really like Zap. He's fun. Okay, let's go up here, grab this bomb. Of course the Dro just break him. It's so dumb. Okay, got that. So now let's go over here. I can't break more vases. Get that.
Almost made it.
Okay, we only have to destroy 2 more cat statues and we're golden. Okay, get rid of that one. We're almost there. We are almost there.
Spirit free.
Okay, just need to get past this Dro right here. And there should be one last one. Where are you? Where are you? Please, where are you? There you are! Break that and we're good.
Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
Okay, that is much harder than I made it look, but oh my lord, this thing is actually really stressful, especially by the end of it. We're done! And that's the final heroic challenge in the game.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Well, that's it for the heroic challenges, and that's basically all we have left in the game to do. Except for one thing. So after you clear the game, if you head over to this area, I had to swap the Gill Grunt to get over here, but I'm a Rupture for reasons. Oric will just be over here, minding his own business, but if we talk to him...
Aha, I see you follow the trail of money. Always a fine way to invite guests over.
He will give you an insane amount of cash. Yeah, I have 6,307 cash after that, and I think he gives you like 4,000, which is very, very nice. And yeah, that's the final major secret of this game, so let's go head back to Captain Flynn and see everything one last time. Hi, Flynn.
You know, I really don't say this about people. Well, other than myself, of course, but you really are kind of amazing. Boom to you, my friend. You want to take a balloon ride with Skyland's greatest pilot? Of course, that'd be me.
Of course, Flynn. And yeah, so this is like one last thing that you can do in the game where you can just look around everything and just see everything you've done.
Of course, there's your core of light. And everybody makes such a big deal out of it. Not like I'm jealous or anything.
And yeah, honestly though, this revisit of this game has been a lot of fun.
Beanstalk. It's amazing, almost worthy of, well, of me.
Thank you, Flynn. Yeah, he's gonna butt in a little bit during my final monologue here, but honestly, this was such a nice revisit for this game.
That's right. In Skylands, each hat comes with its own special power. Now, clearly, mine gives me the power of extreme handsomeness. Boom! I'm just kidding. I look this good naturally.
Thanks, Flynn.
Train tracks. Another less than stellar means of transportation. The train, I mean, not necessarily the tracks. Well, the train goes on the tracks, of course, and well, you get what I'm saying here, right?
Yeah, I get you, Flynn. Yeah, I get you. But yeah, this game has been it's been such a fun time revisiting this game. And I'm really happy to have finally went back and explored and finally have covered the game that started it all.
Hey, that was fun. But I think we missed a few things. Let me know if you want another go.
Alright, Flynn. But everyone, thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play. It really does mean the world to me that a lot of people still care about this series and will still watch videos on this series, because this has been something that I grew up with, and I still really have a lot of fun with this franchise to this day. But everyone, one last time, thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play. And I'll see you all in the sequel whenever we eventually get around to that. Hopefully sometime this year. Bye!